while, I had experienced my own eating disorder, but like many people, I thought it's not really an eating disorder. Like it's not severe enough. And now there's actually a book called Sick Enough, all about eating disorders, which sort of recognizes that we think in our minds of eating disorders as this very specific kind of problem. And anything less than that doesn't count. Like if I wasn't really sick, if I didn't have to go to the hospital, then I didn't really have an eating disorder like that. And I did have an eating disorder. And so I was in recovery by the time I became a dietitian, but I sort of made it my mission to bring that sort of threshold of I can only get help if I have this very severe problem way down. And after listening to everything I had to say for a week, she said to me in our meeting, you really need to take the words eating disorder out of your presentation titles. And I felt like she stabbed me in the heart. What are you talking about? And she said, I listened to everything you have to say. And when people hear the words eating disorder, they check out. They think that doesn't apply to me or I don't work with that kind of patients. But she said, I listened to everything you said and it all applies to everyone who eats. And that's when I really shifted my focus. I still talk about the same stuff, but I try to talk about eating behaviors, problem eating behaviors, disruptive eating behaviors. I try to talk about productive eating behaviors versus disruptive eating behaviors so that nobody checks out and says, oh, I'm not that sick. I don't have that many problems. Let's help people before it gets to be that severe of a problem. That's really my goal.